Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by L&K Productions. Text was inappropriate, just came in at the wrong time. Hi, Greg. Hi, William.
Hey, what's up?
A little bit of an early start. It's to my 10:45. Of course, I said that was approximate, depending on what time she were to get off work. And she got off work relatively early. Well, off the one and at the other one. She's not home. She's at her night job.
All right.
So, William, you've got something filtering through from whatever you're watching in the background.
I'm gonna turn it down.
What?
Let's see, Tony Wallow was first, Bobby Warren second. Greg, you slipped in at third. You're dropping down a tad bit there. Rick Lakes was fourth. William Dawson has a vote, which you should be able to pin that to the. I don't know. Can you do polls on my channel? Interesting.
I think you can.
I don't know. I think you can too. We'll look into that tonight as well. Rick Lakes is kicking everybody out at
No, my little lover.
Jeff's texting me about the IU game.
Yes.
I think what you're probably going to have to do, William, is mute your button, and then when you want to talk, press the space bar. That way any of the background noise is muted out, and then when you talk, that's how that works. I've done that quite a bit, actually. It feels like something's missing from the stream, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh, I know what's missing. I have a new feature to unleash tonight, but I'm going to wait for a couple more people to get here before I unleash it. There's Tim Soul. Hey, Tim. Joins us in the chat. I spent about 2 hours today working on something new, and now I just got to figure out where I want to implement it at, and I've already come up with one revision that I want to try. So, I think you guys will like it. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, the avatar went away again. What?
Your avatar's good. I mean, I've not on our Zoom. There is no avatar. Bobby Warren says he's got to work early tomorrow. Yeah, spring break's over, Bobby. Oh, speaking to that, there probably will not be a daily Da Vinci tomorrow. I've got a 9 o'clock doctor's appointment, and I don't know how long that's going to take, and I'm not staying up tonight to record something. So I apologize. Yeah, Greg's all upset.
There's so many of those sub rules to learn to the Zoom chat.
Do what?
There's some of those sub rules to learn the Zoom chat.
I need to work on. Well, I'll do that later. I guess everybody's going by the 10:45 hard time, which is in 3 minutes. Which, that's cool. That gives me the opportunity to jump over here and go get some depressing news about the basketball game, because I know Indiana's losing. Well, I know they were losing. I seriously doubt they came back from 13 points down. Bear with me a moment. Sports. Oh yeah, they're down 15. 3 minutes 15 seconds to go. Their season is over. Kind of thought they might not get out of this weekend.
Wait to see another one of
See what
those
happens.
crazy things.
Is that one at the? Let's see.
Okay. Let me catch. I think I'm all caught up. So, Greg, how was your Sunday? What did you get done? Anything?
Tried to weed whack outside, but it was too cold. It was only 39 degrees.
Yeah, it's a tad chilly to work outside.
Supposed to get down to 26 tonight, I just saw.
Oh man.
Man,
I think I have to revise my tomorrow. We're 50 and sunny, so if I get the go ahead to play golf, I may play tomorrow. Even though Tuesday it's going to be warmer but cloudy. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 50, 70, and 80% chance of rain. One of those 2 days, Monday or Tuesday, I need to work outside and get the yard ready for spring. Rake it, get all the sticks and crap up. Sunday's 58 and cloudy, so yeah, we'll see. See how it goes. Just got the first text from Mrs. K. I see Alex joins us. Hello, Alex.
hello. We're supposed to be 73 on Thursday.
Oh man, that'd be nice. That's 73, cloudy, windy, overcast. That's clearly a golf day for me. The video is a good idea to do it on Tuesday when my students are in the classroom. Yeah, I'll that works out good for both of us because that way I don't have to rush back and try to get something, and I can kind of put together more of what I'm trying to put together anyway, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go ahead and unleash what I did today. You have to watch it on the YouTube stream because I haven't figured out how to bring it into here yet. So I'm going to count it down to 3, 2, 1. New feature.
I don't see nothing new.
Give it time to get there. We all know how sometimes YouTube takes a minute to get there. YouTube is not instantaneous.
Well, tell them to.
Oh, like they're going to listen to me. Mr. 241 subscribers. They're going to listen to me. I see Tim tried to briefly join.
I was going to say he just left, or he must be having video problems.
Could be, or internet problems or something. So I actually had help positioning this with Darren due to the time difference. It's 2:45 in his neck of the woods, and Alex. And I moved it to the bottom, and I'll demonstrate that here in a few minutes. And it just doesn't look right. It doesn't fit right. So I liked it there. Alex suggested slowing down the twist a little bit, and I'm sure I can do that. I also have another version of this that doesn't have the spotlights going through it, which I think looks a whole lot better myself. And I can demonstrate that by going in here while it's running, and it should take me to the location, and it does. And then I have to, I think it's this one, hit OK. So there's the same effect minus the spotlights coming through. To me, that looks a lot better. There's no distraction of those two lights filtering through every now and then, which is actually, believe it or not, 4 lights, but I just don't have them positioned correctly. So me being me, I thought, which is the easiest thing to do? Reposition the lights or turn the lights off? Off, 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 and off. So the other thing I can do is I can reposition it. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. That's the third text I've gotten from her. So I wanted to shrink it down to fit between the clocks and the Zoom session itself. And I'm going to bring this over here so I can see it just a little bit easier. So to move this around, I have to unlock the zoom window. And then I have to grab this and move it down and temporarily put it over the zoom window like that. And then I go back and grab the zoom window. And if I bring it all the way up to right there, it just doesn't look right to me. I like it. I personally like it better on the top. Now, if the Zoom and YouTube says, hey, put it, leave it where it's at or whatever, that's what I'm going to go with. Sort of my poll of my own, so to speak, tonight. Hey, Tim.
Hey.
I see you joined earlier and then, briefly
Hey.
left. You joined earlier and then, briefly left. You joined earlier and then... William's got his YouTube on.
Who's got an echo?
That was William.
Oh, that's freaking annoying. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest with you, what I actually did, I clicked on the link that you emailed me a long time ago.
Right.
And it screws up my Zoom. To get to what I like to do, I have to copy and paste.
It's the exact same link though. How does one not screw?
I don't understand that one bit. I could click on Doug's link and all my settings are the same.
So when you click on the link I sent, it screws your Zoom up, but when you copy and paste the link I sent, it don't?
It works great.
That's Alex, you can field that one. I have no.
Well, sometime when you open, sometime when you open Zoom up, sometimes it doesn't automatically log in. Sometimes Zoom doesn't automatically log in when you open it for whatever reason. So I think that's what's causing it. When you do it the way you've been doing it, you're already signed in. But then when you try to do it a while ago, it wasn't.
I'm not signed in and it works all the time, every time.
I understand that. It's a glitch with me only. But I can click on Doug's link. It goes straight to it, and my backgrounds and settings are not screwed up.
Oh,
and out of curiosity tonight, let me click on Ken's link and see if it works right. It doesn't. I have to actually copy and paste in the Zoom meeting. I don't know. It's weird. But no big deal.
Delete the shortcut and recreate it.
That is very odd, Tim. I mean,
it is odd, but there's a lot of odd things going on right now. Yeah. I noticed 3 logins in Las Vegas somewhere on Facebook, so I kicked them out, and now we have this new problem. But anyway, let's not talk about that.
Let's see if I just put a poll in. I think it pins it to the top if I remember right.
I'm looking at chat right now. Top, bottom.
Yeah, I created a new thing. I call it the twisting Zoom text, and I had it at the top, and now I've got it at the bottom. I'm going to temporarily move it back.
Oh, yeah, it is at the bottom. I'm zooming through all the live chat. It's stuck on my bottom.
Yeah, I'm going to...
It's kind of cool.
I'm going to put it back the way that it was earlier.
You need to go get a job.
We're just going to
resist your
move
job
it up here.
What is that noise? Somebody complaining about
somebody talking to William.
Yeah, somebody.
Lord.
Move that down. See, this is the. If I put that right at the bottom there, it just to me looks better up here at the top like that to me. And again, I'm no expert on this. I will figure out a way to slow the twist down. I just didn't get around to doing it today. I will admittedly tell you I was lazy. It took about 2 hours to do this.
Well, you're not lazy, kid. You figured out a whole lot of stuff that I will. I don't think I could have. You do some cool stuff there.
That's version number 2, and that's without the spotlights. To me, the spotlights were just distracting. And if I were to go in and reposition them, it might not be as distracting, but I actually like it without the spotlights. It has the same effect. At least I think it does. So, hello, Tim. Watched your video with Doug about your login deal with Facebook. Or Face Crook. That's funny.
Face Crook.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It's very interesting, and I'm not the only one having a problem. And I just shot Doug an email about 30 minutes ago. It's like, hey, I found a solution. I thought 6 hours prior to his show, so I waited. Meta, which owns Facebook and Facebook and Instagram,
Yep.
a chat room, a support chat. So I got on that 30 minutes ago, and I requested a transcript of that chat we had, and I emailed it to Doug also. I don't know what's going on. This is really odd.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy.
I turned on what do you call it? Two-part authentication.
Right.
Nothing's working.
You know, it's even crazier that all this is happening to a cybersecurity guy.
Yeah, that's another thing. And somebody asked me about that today. I was talking to at church or wherever. You took all these classes in cybersecurity. You can't hack your own Facebook account. I was like, yeah, can you believe that? And I will be honest on here. Yes, I did take classes. I really didn't learn anything from it. But I could sit outside a business somewhere and hack their network. Now that was like 6 years ago when I had those tools to be able to do that, just to prove that I could do it. I'm one of them guys. Hey, can I do this? Let's prove I can do that.
Basically, what I was just seeing if I could do is put the Zoom homies over in the Zoom background, and I can, but I don't like where it's positioned. Actually,
I don't do that kind of crap no more.
I like messing around with this stuff.
Your Zoom homies is kind of in the middle on either top and the bottom of your background.
Yeah, that's that. It looks like I got a little bit. Yeah, but no. Is that side or that side? Hold on, I gotta switch it to this side.
That background behind Alex reminds me of Grand Lake in Oklahoma, looking out from my brother-in-law's dock. Because there, you look across and you got a little island or a point sticking out like that.
Winter mute is off screen an option. Oh yeah, I can turn it off like that. And then I'm not keeping it in here. I was just curious as to whether I could add it in there or not.
So Tim, I'm curious to know, when you've done that before, do you ask the people before you say, hey, can I try to hack your, because if you don't, you're committing a crime if you it's illegal to hack somebody's Wi-Fi. Even if some old person has an open Wi-Fi, unencrypted Wi-Fi, it's illegal to connect to their Wi-Fi without asking for their permission.
This is 2010. I asked my neighbor. And of course, I was in Georgia for a long time, for about 8 months, because my mother passed away. I came back home. I did ask permission if I could do that. I asked my neighbor, and he was doing a lot of, and I'm not gonna say his name, but he was doing a lot of illegal stuff. I was like, hey, can I hack your network? Can I try to hack your network? He said, go for it. Sure. The problem was I had to create a separate partition on my hard drive and do a bunch of stuff
You had to
that,
do it. You had to do it through. You had to do it through Linux. Or
yes,
whatever.
yes, exactly. Not Windows. And I'm unfamiliar with Linux. So I figured out how to do this thing, and I just wanted to prove that I could do it. And I did it. And the guy was like, wow, that's crazy. Our security is not safe.
And what's even crazier about it is the software that you can use to do that. Anybody can get, and it's free.
Yeah, it's out there on the internet. It's free. And the thing that I had to learn was I had to tell the computer not to boot to Windows. So I had two different booting options. I had to tell the computer in the BIOS, hey, don't boot Windows, boot this, so I could hack their stuff. I figured out how to do it, and then it's like a whole nother operating system. It's kind of cool. I guess that's why I went and took all these classes, which I didn't really learn nothing from, but that's crazy. So
So
it
I've
can
got
be
a
done. It can be done over Wi-Fi, not over a landline or hard line, a hard wired part. But his stuff was Wi-Fi. I hacked it right into his network. He gave me permission to do it. I just wanted to prove I could do it. But that was back in 2010. Things are different now. Of course, I uninstalled that operating system and repartitioned my hard drive because I had to. It's crazy what you got to do to make
Uh-huh.
yourself invisible.
Uh-huh. I am.
You might
I've
know a
been.
little about that, Alex.
Yeah. I know. I know a little bit. I've been trying to make an image of my make a image backup of my uh website server like on and off all afternoon, and I've tried like at least a dozen different times, and the instructions on their website how to do it aren't extremely clear. So I think I've given up on it because
don't give up.
there's not that much on there, and there's not that much on there. But if I was to pull the way their system works, if I was to save an image, because the hard drive that I have on their service is 80 gigabytes, it would make a complete 80 gigabyte 80 it would have to download an 80 gigabyte file.
Oh.
Not 80. And most of that would be wasted space. So
Hey, Chris, welcome in.
hey.
So, are you trying to make a clone of their hard drive or upgrade it? I misunderstood
Yeah, I was
that part.
trying to make a clone of it, and they have instructions on how to do it. So
Oh,
it can be done. It's just if I do it, because I don't have 80 gigs worth of if I don't have 80 gigs worth of stuff. But because I told them I want an 80 gigabyte hard drive, it would copy. It's just like if you have one of those hard drive docking stations with two,
Yeah.
and you put two hard drives in it and press the button. It'll copy
Oh yeah, the
the whole
toaster
thing.
thing. I don't like using that. I like using software.
It's just like that, except for it's just like that toaster thing, except for it's virtual.
So why are you not liking it?
Because if I make an image using that method, it will take up 80 gigs worth of space
On your personal stuff or
on an external hard drive or whatever. Even though I don't actually have 80 gigs worth of, even though I don't have 80 gigs worth of data.
I've got
Well,
a couple tech questions as your host. I'm going to take over the show. Thank you very little. First question I have: can everybody see this flash drive?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I got one of those.
Everybody jump at once to answer. Come on now, work with
got
me here.
both.
It's a SanDisk. It's a SanDisk
All right,
piece of crap.
so when I plug this into my system, it sees 2 files and 2 files only. The 2 files the 2 files that should be on there. My W-2 from one of Lorna's work and our 1088 for our mortgage. When we took it to the tax place the other day, and he plugged this drive into his computer, which was either a Dell or an HP. I'm not sure which. Not like Alex, where I go around and say, can I look at that? It brought up a boot file that is no longer on here because I deleted and formatted this before I put my 2 tax things on there.
Oops.
Well, there's no oops to it. I just would like to know how it did that.
Try another flash drive.
Well, I didn't have that chance to do that because we were at the tax place. We eventually found the tax files on here, but what I'm saying is, why when I plug it in my system does the 2 files come up and only the 2 files, which is what it should do, but on that computer, which was either Dell or an HP, and I'm not sure which, it brought up the boot file that used to be on here. The boot file is no longer on here. I deleted and then formatted the USB.
That's interesting.
It was scary.
You deleted it and reformatted it.
Yep.
And it's still there.
On that computer, it was still there. Yes. If I see if
plug it in a different computer, it's not there, right?
Hang on a second. Let me see if I can.
Maybe he had his my first thought is maybe on that particular computer that you plugged it into, the hidden files was turned on. And so you were seeing.
Okay, so let me say this
Yeah, I know what Alex is saying.
One last time. I deleted and formatted. It would not be hidden. It's gone. Would that not make sense? I mean, if I hid it, sure. That would make sense. But I didn't. Now,
okay,
I'm going to plug it into here.
Ken, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did you do a quick format or a long format?
I don't remember. I honestly don't
remember.
A
quick format. I'm not sure it actually overwrites all the stuff on the device.
Well, as you can see, it says tax info, which that's what it should say. And then when you open that, there's the 2 PDFs. Now, when he put it into his machine, this didn't show up, but I'll show you what did show up. I also have on another one. This is what showed up. That's what showed up on his.
Oh, crap.
Well, that's a boot. That's a flash drive I've used to boot machines and put Windows 10 on. So that was expected on that flash drive. On my other flash drive, so this is what I did. I formatted it and deleted it. And I can't remember the order in which I did it, to be honest.
Show that again, Ken. Let me look at it. So that is, what exactly is that?
Windows
that
10.
Like Windows
it's Windows 10.
Okay.
Huh.
I think it's Windows 10 Home, if I remember right, because the guy didn't have Pro.
Where's the one that you?
I took it out. So let me see what okay, so I'll disconnect this one. I need another USB hub, I think. Or I need to build a bigger computer with 16 USB ports on it. One or the other. So there's one. And then I have no idea which one is which here. Oh, right here. I do have an idea. And there's two. So this one used to look like this one. I got rid of all these files and then formatted it and put my tax information on it. When the guy at the tax place plugged this flash drive in, all this crap right here showed up.
I'm gonna ask something that might get me put in the waiting room. Are you sure you took the right flash drive?
Yes, Chris, because I told the guy, we live seriously 3 minutes away from this place. I said, I'll run home, make sure I've got, he go, oh, wait, look, I found it. So he was digging around in here doing something, and he came across it. I don't know what he was doing because I was already 2 steps out the door to go get it. Yes, I actually had thought that. So that's not a bad question, actually.
Did you leave that flash drive behind when you went to go get a different one?
I didn't even have to go, Tim, because he actually found this information as I was leaving.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, now I'm confused.
I'm not. I know what he did.
I see this tax info. Okay, it's letter L, and the other one's letter E.
2 different flash drives in a USB hub, yes. So I can demonstrate.
So which one did you take to the?
I took this one.
So you took the one that says L, and it showed up the files that's on the E.
I don't know what it showed up on his system. On my USB, this is how it shows up. I'm just confusing you by showing you this one to show you what used to be on this one.
Okay, what showed up on his computer?
This. On
all of them? That's weird.
Yes.
Yeah, it
That's
is weird.
Yeah.
It's something with his system. It's different.
Well,
than
it was
yours.
either an old HP or an old Dell, and again, I'm not sure which.
But why did those files show up?
I have no clue.
I wonder if it's possible it's stuck in the root of the drive.
Yeah.
Possibly, but
I got to restore
why did
chat.
the tax
Gotta
thing
bring
show
back
up?
Zoom. I got to temporarily turn off the intro.
Liftoff will start in
Alex, I
T-minus
have
10
a
seconds.
200 gigabyte hard
10,
drive that's in perfect
9,
shape, even
8,
though the date on
7,
it is 2015. You can
5,
have for extra
4,
storage.
3,
There's nothing wrong with
2,
this.
1. We have ignition.
So once again, my computer is acting up. OBS is acting up. I cannot disconnect. There we go. Doggone it.
Alex, he's got a bunch of big pictures of big women from the South on that drive too.
There's Brian.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna live that down.
Where?
I should have never showed Tammy or hungry fat woman on there.
No, you probably shouldn't have. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go grab the water. Look at the flash drive and disk management. Oh, Wintermute's saying, look at the flash drive and disk management. We can't, but flash drives can have multiple partitions. We can do that when the stream ends. Unless you want to do it now.
I know William probably doesn't understand what we're talking about, what I was talking about just now. But I can't show you now because we're still on the YouTube.
Yeah, show it, Alex.
Are you talking about
What
Tammy
happened?
and her friend, or are you talking about you want to get the information off your virtual machine onto your machine? What are you referring to?
I'm talking about Tammy and.
Yeah, well, no, we don't need to see that ever again. That's your thing, not our thing. So I'll leave the USBs plugged in, so after the stream ends, we can go in and look at the Disk management like Wintermute suggested. 6 feet of
Well,
snow.
it's not.
Oh my gosh. Man.
No, he
Hi,
didn't
William.
feet of snow.
I don't think I've ever seen William on here before.
Yeah, the
He's been here a
Hoosiers,
long time.
I've
Hoosiers
never
showed
seen him
up.
before. I'm just saying hi, William.
Yeah, he's new. Joined us last night. The
Hello.
text
really?
guy may have been running some software that needs deleted files. Possible, but it was my USB. It struck me as odd because first thing I did when I come home is I plugged it in there and that file showed up and I'm like, what the hell? Over there, it shows it's bootable still. Over here, it shows what it's supposed to show. So,
Ken, I have the same problem at work because I have a 3 terabyte flash drive on my keychain, and I have a 1 terabyte flash drive on my keychain, made by Kingston, I believe. And Doug's got the same thing, and they are waterproof because I accidentally wash my keys sometimes in my laundry. But anyway, I use these flash drives every day at work on the CNC machines. It's easier for me to go to the computer room and copy the program I need and plug it into the USB port on our CNC machine and copy and paste it and run the program. Now, every once in a while, the computer says, hey, this thing doesn't exist, but I can come back home, it's there. And I've noticed the problem with the 3 terabyte flash drive. It's just too big. Machines don't recognize it. So I go back to my 1 terabyte hard drive. I mean, I shouldn't say hard drive, but flash drive.
right.
And it frustrates me sometimes. I forget. And I got to keep in back in my mind, I'd be better off using a cheap little SanDisk that's what, 2 gigs? No, actually, 32 gigabytes. Works perfect on any machine. But this mass storage does not work on some computers. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some
Why those
computers won't see beyond a certain amount of gigabytes.
Yeah, they're too big. Well, that's the problem with the CNC machines. They're not actually
houses
computers.
aren't set up for it.
True.
So, Greg, I got a question for you. On the YouTube chat at the bottom, do you have a smiley face and a plus button on your chat?
I got a smiley face, says add reaction.
So
I do.
no plus button then.
No.
Okay, that's how you
Yeah,
add,
Oh,
I
you're-
got a smiley face too.
yeah, that's how you
Where?
add polls.
Your pin thing is still at the bottom. That's cool though.
Well, that means only you can add a poll. We can't add a poll.
I wonder if BH Ringer can add a poll being a
Oh, now
managing
it's at the
moderator.
top.
Yeah, I moved it. Yeah, I pinned the poll so it automatically goes to the top. I turned
So
off
what
my
is
Zoom.
this poll?
Do what, Tim?
So what's this poll?
Well, if you click on it,
I'm
it'll
clicking.
say, where should I place the twisting Zoom? At the top of Zoom or at the bottom of Zoom? And right now, overwhelmingly, it's going to go at the top.
The answer I really wanted to give isn't there.
What's the answer you really wanted to give?
Nowhere.
You're down to 11.
Oh, he got put in a waiting room.
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24,
Good evening.
23,
Hi there,
22,
William.
21,
Greg,
20,
Chris.
19,
Hello.
18, 17,
And Mr. Host.
16, 15,
What's the point of taking
14,
Chris Rock
13,
if I'm eating
12, 11, 10,
Huh?
9, 8,
None.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Good question,
2,
Chris.
1.
Very good.
You should ask your doctor. You should take that when you go see your doctor next time and ask your doctor the same exact question.
Do
See
you
what
think
he's-
the doctors? Do you think the doctors eat right?
Do I think the what?
the
Nope.
doctors eat like they should.
No.
Oh gosh, no, no, I don't. I
Depends
seriously
on the
don't.
person.
No.
They're so
Now,
full.
if it's a nutritionist teaching a nutrition class or a diabetes class or whatever, probably.
Well, there's
My
some.
mom had to go to. My mom was pre-diabetic, you know, and I don't think she is anymore. She had to go to she had to go to we had a class down at the rec center for the
One of our.
nurses at the doctor, and like they explained, you know, all what you should be eating and shouldn't be eating and all that.
I got a question from Jeff.
Something happened. Something funny happened at church this morning.
Uh-oh.
They had the thing on the screen, and somebody, somehow or another, a little child was watching something on YouTube or something, you know, to keep them entertained. All of a sudden, that it hooked to the TV. It connected to the TV. And TV, it started showing cartoons.
Got a child actor in the group, huh?
Now,
Nice.
I don't know if
A lot of times it'll ask you if you
grandmother,
want to cast that.
she does stuff sometimes with her phone. She must have did her phone. She must have.
Yeah.
She would have had to.
That's a new feature that came out
the only way
about
that would've
5 years ago, to where you can cast to a device, and if you don't have the security setting set right, it will accept it.
It was probably already connected to the TV from before, so.
Well, it's on the
number
Wi-Fi
one,
network or whatever.
It's got to be connected. The phone has got to be connected to the Wi-Fi network, and the
It
TV
may have been
Exactly.
connected to the. I'm pretty sure it was.
Well,
She was watching.
Chris, sometimes I'll be watching YouTube on my phone downstairs near the TV, and it'll ask me if I want to cast to it.
Or I was thinking Bluetooth. It was done by Bluetooth.
You can do it by Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and there's another option.
Yeah, I think mine's trying to connect by Wi-Fi, since both are on the network.
The pastor says a child hijacked our TV.
I bet they got a kick out of that.
Yeah, because we were laughing. He was looking like, "What are y'all laughing at?" He looked up at the screen.
Yeah, I'm assuming the screen's behind him, so he didn't even know what was going on.
But it was only one TV, so it was that's why I'm thinking it was Bluetooth.
Actually, a couple of churches I've been in have 3 TVs. They have 2 TVs that the congregation looks at, and they have one TV at the back, like above the door, for the choir and the preacher to look at.
I know we were cold this morning because they're not gonna buy. We got gas heat. They said they're not gonna buy gas heat until next year because it costs like $1,300. But
yeah,
he said they might go ahead and do it if it's gonna be cold again.
Jeff,
Sure.
You had dropped a chat in Zoom to back up a remote computer's hard drive via.
That was the result of a quick Google for what Alex was trying to do.
Oh, Alex can have his hard drive. He needs 80 gigs of extra space.
I really don't need it, Tim. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive, and I've got that 5 terabyte hard drive that Jeff sent me, and I just don't have that much data at this point in time, unless I'm doing a lot of transfers.
You were trying to clone a hard drive or something that was.
Yeah, he wants to back up his remote Linux system.
Oh,
his dad's website is.
It's no big deal, and I'm probably going to. And the main reason is because the way that backup works, it will make a 80 gigabyte file on my computer, even though there's not 80 gigabytes worth of data on the actual server. So it would have to download 80 gigabytes, and I would have to save 80 gigabytes for
Nothing. I mean, there's other methods that I can use to copy the stuff off of it. At least for like the actual HTML, like we was talking about, I can just always just redo the software part. It's no big deal.
Hi, Rick.
Back to that nutrition thing. One of our skydivers is a nutrition. She's got a degree in that. She works in one of our prisons. That's some crazy stories there. But anyway.
Imagine.
Oh yeah, you can't have mayonnaise.
How did we go from nutrition to movies?
Didn't realize we were on movies.
Well, it sounded
I
like
know
you said,
I know you were talking about nutrition.
It sounded like you said matinees, Tim.
Mayonnaise. Get the crap out of your ears.
Mayonnaise.
Now you're down to 10.
Well, it sounded like
Same way you go from the Zoom to the weight room.
30, 29,
Duke's
28,
mayonnaise.
27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22,
What do you want on your ham
21,
and cheese?
20,
Ketchup or
19,
mayonnaise or mustard?
18,
Ketchup
17,
on ham and
16,
cheese?
15, 14,
You've obviously been
13,
watching some of
12,
Alex's fat
11,
chick
10,
videos.
9,
No, I haven't.
8,
But I had to throw that
7,
in there.
I'll probably
6,
get a
5,
violation for that, by
4,
the way.
3,
Oh, that should be a
1.
YouTube violation. Ketchup, period.
Some people eat ketchup with eggs.
Yeah,
My
I've had that.
grandchildren like ketchup on
Ketchup
their
with
eggs.
biscuits and gravy and ketchup is pretty good.
I'm gonna tell you the nastiest
makes
thing I've ever had in my life
you
was
kill
the
me.
Wednesday pizzas at school, and we would just cover them up with ketchup to make them taste better.
were those the square pizzas?
Yeah, the square pizzas. It's
I actually
so
like
good.
those.
What the heck?
I actually like those pizzas.
I did too, but it tasted better for a lot of ketchup on top of it. Believe it or
Just-
not.
It
I like a
camouflaged
lot
the
of
horrible
food.
taste is what it did.
Yeah.
The worst thing that they had, the one thing that I didn't like more than anything in high school, I didn't like their mashed potatoes at all. Like that was
Well, I'm talking about middle school. You got one choice. That was it. Now, high school, you had two different cafeterias. You had a cafeteria you could order what you want. And of course, the high dollar kids went to that one. And then the poor kids went to the other one, and you got what you got. Free
When I
lunch
was
or whatever you call it. And
elementary
then the
and
third option was you skip school and go over to McDonald's.
intermediate and elementary and middle school to me were, you got one, or elementary and intermediate where you got one option, and then middle school I think they give you I think in middle school you get like half salad bar or whatever
No,
they
we
was
didn't.
having.
We didn't have none of that. Middle school is the same as elementary. We didn't get the options until high school.
And then in high school, I think they had like two, like a sandwich line and like whatever else there was. But now they've got even more options. Now they've got even more options than they had.
I think now they even have freaking fast food places in them. It's amazing. School's changed a lot.
Yeah, it has.
Not even my college had a fast food place. Actually, their own campus, but
Greensboro
small.
University, or we used to call it UNCG. It had a food court in it. That was nice. I miss Biscuitville. I could get a chicken and egg and cheese biscuit. Oh man, that was the best. Can't get nothing like that out here.
Yeah,
I think the closest thing we got out here is Popeyes.
Yeah, I enjoyed our little cafe at college we had. They made some pretty good food.
So I'm really going to give somebody a headache because I'm sitting here
Popeyes is
contemplating when I start the Zoom homies on YouTube, I'm wondering what two of those would look like. One at the top and one at the bottom.
Horrible.
You're down to 9.
Rotate them in opposite directions.
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25,
And then we would all sit
24,
here mesmerized.
23, 22, 21, 20, 19,
Here's an
18,
idea.
17, 16,
Go ahead.
Here's an
15,
idea. How
14,
about a ticker
13,
tape down the
12,
bottom?
11, 10,
I've done that.
9,
Actually. That's,
8,
You have?
yeah.
7,
You like it?
6,
It's all right.
5,
It's all right.
4, 3, 2,
I mean,
1.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Da Vinci is limited to your imagination. Whatever you think you might want to do, there's a way to figure out how to do it.
What's up with you, Ken? You can't take constructive criticism tonight?
Now you're down to 8.
Uh-oh. What happens when he gets to 1?
I wish I could use. I wish I could use Da Vinci.
30,
He might
29,
how to do it
28,
more, but-
27, 26,
He what?
25,
He might be stuck
24,
on one for a
23,
long time.
22, 21,
When they
20,
get into next fall, when
19,
the snow starts
18,
flying again, and he'll
17,
finally get down to
16,
0.
15,
Or again,
14,
he could still be
13,
stuck on one.
12, 11,
Gonna learn.
10, 9, 8,
Oh,
7, 6, 5,
You guys
No,
are
4,
messing with each other
3,
too much.
Tim,
2,
Da Vinci is
1.
not really all that hard if you do basic stuff. When you start getting into some of the more intricate stuff, and believe me when I tell you, I have not even scratched the surface.
I can believe that.
Tim, he only does that to me, nobody else.
I gouged the surface of Da Vinci.
Well, there's some videos that I do that I would like to edit a little more, but I just don't have the patience. You have the
Yes.
patience. I don't have it.
There were quite a few choice words said this afternoon when I was working on
I
that.
bet.
It does take a little bit of patience. That's for sure. And there's just so many different things you can do.
I get emails sometimes. Hey, can I get this photo that I took like many, many years ago? Can you remove this? I'm like, yeah, sure. What a nightmare. You know, you got to remove one little name tag that's on their shirt or something or the background, but they want that picture and they pay for it. It's time consuming
Yeah.
and it gets
Scratch my eye.
frustrating sometimes.
I've put other people in the waiting room, Alex. You're not the only one.
I would like to learn it, but
Oh,
right now I just
you
don't
guys
have
watched me
patience
scratch
for
my
it.
eye. I thought I blurred out the camera. Oops. It's my left eye, by the way. I still haven't done anything with the right eye. Wait until see what the old doc says tomorrow. Bob Whatchamacallit joins us in the chat room. Hi, Bob. Good
What
to
is
see
it,
you.
your 1 week checkup or something for your...
Well, 1 week and 3 days. The operation was done on a Friday, and I'm going in tomorrow. They're calling it the 1 week post-op, but it's not. It's 1 week and 3 days. So,
it's 10-day checkup.
yeah, basically. And then they've already got the post-op or pre-op for my left eye scheduled in April, and I'm not going to mess with it. The more we thought about it and talked through it, if I ask them tomorrow, can they do this in this month, then she's got to jump through hoops to get some time off because I can't drive her to work and she can't drive herself to work. So it's just better. We've got a month now to prepare. We're going to go for a Friday again on her weekend of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, and it works out better. Winter mute you. That's funny. I had another technical question that somehow has escaped me. Maybe it'll come back to me later on. When Wintermute joins us on the after stream, we'll get into disk management and look at those two flash drives. They're still plugged in. I think we've been right around an hour, or we're coming up on an hour.
Hold on, I hadn't even opened up the YouTube.
You haven't.
This management.
Slow tonight, Chris.
Yeah, it's probably those pork rinds you're eating. They're affecting your cholesterol.
This management's easy.
Uh-oh. Text from Mrs. K. Let's see here. Be right back.
Bring me a Starbucks. Bring me a Starbucks.
So I opened YouTube and there's a video of a store that's got a sign that says now hiring stupid people.
That's a good one. Maybe we ought to put that on the front of our business.
Is that at Walmart?
Because we're actually hiring stupid people. We're training them in-house.
So, Chris, do you have my stream running so I can show the effect that you haven't seen yet?
Not yet, I haven't. Give me just a second. I'm going to mute this. Let me mute this.
And then for one last time, I'm going to show that effect. Now, I did think about trying to run it vertically instead of horizontally, but the more I think about that, the more I think that might actually not be that good of a thing to do.
This is UWA. I mean, UWU.
It's U. It's
WU from the chat room.
Yeah.
Photo mix.
The animal.
It's a sheep. That's why it says U with a sheep. Because Photo Mix Media earlier on had said, can I get a UWU from the chat room? And then Wintermute said U question mark. So, Chris, are you ready?
Hold on. I got to open it back up. I popped the chat out. I forgot completely about that. Hold on.
Stop eating the pork rinds, Chris. Stop eating the pork rinds. We're going to have an intervention.
Hot
Must be them damn boiled peanuts in Georgia.
Ugh. And they put it in Coke.
I'm having Dr. Pepper. Oh, you gotta mute the volume on it.
Oh, there's no audio to that yet. I've thought about adding audio, but I would have to really think of what kind of audio. And if you think about it, you don't need audio with text. It's just. Are you ready? No, he's muted.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So for the last time, this is the new effect, or no new effect. It's just something I created this afternoon. Give it time to show up on YouTube. And I'm going to leave it right where it's at. 71% of the polls say top, and what's that? 29% say at the bottom. So we will leave it. 14 people voted. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. And I'm going to leave it right there.
You had a poll?
Only thing I'm going
It says
to do.
my vote didn't go through because you ended it before I even had a chance.
Yes or no? That's all I need to know.
But you got my vote. Did it leave it at top?
Okay. The only thing I'm going to do is go slow down the rotation a little bit.
I would.
Yeah, I can. I got this done in 2 versions, believe it or not. So that's done. Alex, you're down to 8.
You had a poll, Ken?
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
That's true.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
If I keep
2,
adding stuff in there,
1.
eventually Zoom is going to be about this big and everything else is going to be about that big. I'm going to bring him back and turn that off.
I watched some.
You
I
must
watched.
have ran the
I
poll
watched-
when I was napping.
What did I do that time?
No, you said
Nothing.
something. No, he done something. I just don't willy-nilly throw him into the waiting room. By the way, this one's on me.
I watched 2 movies last night. One of them was so stupid. That was comical, based on a true story.
That countdown is way too loud. Okay, so I'm guessing he's
Yeah.
talking about the countdown on the beginning of the show.
He's talking about the countdown for me to put me in the waiting room.
You get
I
a
don't know what
countdown
count-
for the waiting
possibly-
room?
I don't know. Let's see if that's what he's talking about. You're down to 8. Has anyone noticed he's been down to 8 for the last 4 times?
Yes.
You're bad.
30, 29,
I'm going to
28,
turn my
27,
volume up a moment.
26,
It's gonna be a bit of an
25, 24,
You're
23,
bad.
22,
Cool
21,
background
30,
picture,
20,
Tim.
29, 19, 28, 18,
Is that one of mine?
17, 16, 15,
Your background
14,
No, I
picture.
took that
13,
picture.
12,
Oh, nice.
11,
What'd you use?
10,
My iPhone.
9, 8, 7,
Just
Not
take-
bad.
6,
just take with
5,
my iPhone.
4, 3, 2,
I
1.
don't like it.
I posted a video of the International Space Station flying over a few nights ago on Facebook. That was kind of cool.
You said you're down to 8 like 3 times every time you so it's really like
Oh,
4 or
now
Pay
5.
you're,
attention. All right.
now you're down to 9.
Congratulations. Tim took the words
9.1.
right out of my mouth. Doggone it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I know we're either right at an hour or a tad bit over an hour. A little bit over. Jim says it's the countdown is much louder than everything else on Zoom. Okay.
Huh.
Oh, wait a minute. Countdown on Zoom. Jim says Zoom. Somebody say something on Zoom, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
Yeah, it
I didn't do it.
Mixer shows it being a little hot. Let me
Something.
lower that down. All right. Can I get an audio check from Zoom?
Audio
check. Hello.
It's still warm. Wow, my gosh, it's still bouncing into the red. I'm gonna bring it
All
down.
right, sir, we're all sold out of audio checks tonight.
Turn that down a little
Your check
bit.
bounced.
There we go. Go to there
You got rubber checks?
and see. So that's slightly below where I've got my mic set, but yet you guys are bouncing into the red when you speak. So that's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I'm gonna give the generic shout out to everyone and specifically mention, you know who's in the upper left-hand corner of Zoom. You can smile. It's all right. Smart ass. Thanks everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks, Greg, for being 4th tonight. Yeah, we'll see you later. Good night.